Hi guys, and today I'll be playing A Tale of Roses. During an exploration to find the vanished roses of the Thorn City, you, a local resident, find more than just forgotten flowers deep in the dungeons of hell. They say that once, long ago, the prosperous Thorn City was deemed the most beautiful territory in all of hell. It was hailed as the City of Roses, for the thousands of roses that engulfed the municipality like an invasive vine. But then one day, the master of the Thorn City, the Lord Bane, banished it all away. The endless stairway before you is eerily silent. It is dark and lifeless, except for a gentle scent in the air. This scent is an unfamiliar one. In this darkness, surely nothing could possibly be alive. Still, you find yourself continuing your descent down, blindly, hopefully following your mother's tail. Deep beneath the Demon Lord's palace, she told you, in his darkest dungeons, lies a garden of roses. Forgotten, yet thriving. As you carefully trek down farther, watching your footing in the dark, your feet finally meet flat ground. You let your eyes adjust to the pitch blackness for a moment, your nocturnal vision taking a moment to acute. As you slowly, gifted sight, you can finally see where you are. Thorny vines crawl and twist in the walls and crumbling pillars. It takes a moment before you register the brilliant reds that blossom from the vines. Your jaw drops. Roses! They must be. Your mother and all the adults had described them to you enough times. You had only half believed your mother's tales, and you had half expected far fewer blossoms to persist. Excited, you scurried over for a closer look. And in your pure joy from seeing your first rose, you do not see a vine in your path. You trip. Your face hits the ground first. Ow. Ow? The pain doesn't come. You open your eyes to see that the red petals have cushioned your fall. Lost your footing, young trespasser? You snap to look ahead of you to see a pair of boots. A demon lord? You lift your face to see a demon peering down at you. He towers over you in menace, but also curiosity. You immediately stumble to your feet in surprise. Just as you do, the demon reaches out for you with his claws. You shut your eyes and await the price of your curiosity. Instead, you feel large claws tugging on your arm, gentle but firm. You open your eyes as the demon leads you away from a cluster of deadly sharp thorns behind you. Oh. This may be a dungeon, but I do not think the master of this dungeon would fancy reports of a dead body amongst the roses. Thank him? Someone knows its manners. You frown at the insult. The demon seems more amused than anything else. So, little trespasser, tell me, what are you doing all the way down here? I just came to see the roses. Everyone in my family has seen them, all my siblings remember them, and my mother misses them dearly. I'm the only one who has never seen one before. For a moment, the demon continues to look at you. His interest is gone, and his face shifts into a somber gaze. He turns and reaches for the closest rose, high on the vine, and plucks it out. What do you know of roses, child? It's a lover's flower. My mother says long ago, a demon fell in love and gifted the flower to the lover to confess their love. As their love thrived, so did the flower. And even if they may be long gone, the flowers continue to bloom because their love was real and everlasting. The demon stands silent. A charming tale, but the truth, child, is that these are the flowers of death, created from pain and blood. That is why they are stained red with sin. It is an accursed flower. His claws close on the rose in his palms, scattering soft red petals to his feet. And it belongs here, in the deepest dungeons where it can't hurt you, where it can't betray anyone ever again, where its shell deliberately wrought itself into non-existence. And yet, after all these years, every flower prevails, blooming again and again in the dark. The demon's eyes glaze with 1,000 years' worth of pain. When he speaks again, his voice is soft, begging. You think by now they would just die. You look at the rose on the ground. Though crumpled by the demon, the rose still has a few petals on it. You pick it up, brushing away the dirt and dust remaining on the petals. You hold it gingerly in your hands. The demon looks at you. The malice melts away the moment he sees the pure adoration in your eyes. His own eyes soften. Take your plica blossom, child. Bring the most beautiful roses to your mother. Can I, to be polite? He nods with a soft smile. As you gather your bouquet, you hear the approaching march of boots. Guards. You panic, but the demon calmly lifts a claw. Suddenly roses begin to bloom, tracing a path to your right. Follow the roses and you'll come out by the east tower. You stare at him as the demon's identity dawns on you. The Lord Bane just smiles. You wonder why it seems so sad. The tales you've been told may not have all been lies. Once I fell in love. To profess that love, I created the most beautiful flowers, eternal and everlasting. The Bane turns towards the door. You watch as the formidable demon lord strides away amongst the vines of roses. Just as my love would always be for my dear angel. And that is the end of the Tale of Roses. It's a sad tale of a demon who never got to be with his one true love in the end, I think. I'm not sure how the whole story goes because this is a D&D inspired game. So I'm guessing the whole backstory would be in the D&D game itself. But yeah. So I think I'm going to go on to the next game I'm going to play. This game is called Never Seen. And it's about a video file that's been opened on your monitor. And as you're asking, will you play it and watch it? So let's play it. There's a video on your desktop. Let's play it. Play it. A person appears on the screen. They look unfamiliar. But when they speak, you think you should know them. And yet, you couldn't recall anything about this person. I was told that making videos would help me. Help you? You ask out loud, not hoping for an answer. Yeah, I don't really know where to start. Was that a reply to your question? What did you do today? Today, I didn't do that much, just sat in this chair and I got online. It's really comfortable. You chuckle. The chair you're sitting on is also comfortable. But they seriously reply to your question just now though. What's the weather like? The weather's fine. It's cloudy, but you can faintly see the sunshine. I think it'd be nicer if the sun's fully out. Then I could take a walk maybe? I wish I could go for a walk. How long have you been in this room? Do you remember what the sun feels like? What the wind sounds like? Felt the touch of grass? Taking a walk has been hard, or at least finding the motivation to go out is hard. I can't help but waste my time sitting here without progress. Time feels like it's going too fast, and then it's too late. Too late? They pause. Too late. I wish I could actually remember. It's at the tip of my tongue, but I can never get it out. I look at you directly. Will you start to remember, or will you also keep forgetting? There's no helping either of us. This isn't the perfect world for us. The world for you, who's also me, needs to be made by you. But how will you make our dream into reality if you can't even remember? When I can't remember? The things you're saying have become incomprehensible. Was this all directed at you? Why? Can't help but feel the urge to do something. Try to remember. Try as you might, the memory doesn't call to mind. Try again. You try again. The person on the screen becomes clearer. Have you finally remembered? I feel like you've done this before. Many times, in fact. Ending recall. I want to ask, have you eaten? There was some sandwich in the fridge, so I took a few bites from that. I'll eat the rest later. I also have some vanilla soy chips right here. You look to the left of the monitor. There is a bag of that flavor there. Are you perhaps the person in the video? It's one of my favorite snacks. Flavor sounds weird, but it's really good, promise. I found it at a corner store downtown. Downtown by the canal. It's a little store that sells all kinds of things. Maybe you can pay a visit someday and stock up on those chips. So instead of trying to remember, I'm just going to give up. Blankly stare at the person in the video. What were you doing again? Ending lost. Okay, and that is the end of Never Seen. So basically in this game, we are the person. We're staring back at our reflection in the computer making a video. I'm guessing that the person we're playing as is making videos themselves, or like talking to themselves as a way to like comfort themselves, or just find someone to talk to like relate their own feelings and experiences to. Ugh, this is another sad game. I shouldn't have played this, but yeah. Thank you guys so much for watching this video and both these games. I hope you enjoyed it. Bye.